not too late for humanity. I mean, this needs to be figured out. See, if somebody's a content creator, and see, this needs to be just put into the psyche as why this is here. See, you don't just like it; you send them $1 because everybody has bills to pay, and everybody knows that those resources that they have harnessed, and if somebody has a great idea, good for them. But can we relieve ourselves from that idea being the main controller of our lives? Like the thing that brings us down to the point of worry that we can't focus on what we're supposed to do anymore. And so what are you doing here, Shauna? I mean, boy, are you sounding crazy now. You just flipped out. No, no, we are in an alarm here. The organism is kind of losing its intellectual property. It doesn't know how to do anything much anymore. I didn't just say that, well, no, everybody needs to become a plumber and everybody. See, the thing is, it's like all of that money that people work for to do those kinds of things I hope that this is what you're doing. Find out now what if you're working for the government, tell them to pay you top dollar. You don't beg for it, you just make them say this is what my standard is $75 an hour or you don't get my energy. Because they have all the money in the world. They shouldn't even be fucking making people charge for their asses like that. Who knows what the fuck they're doing? Really, it's a big, huge fucking run around when you see the material that they're working with. There is job security within those fucking organizations, right? They're putting in all plastic shit and it falls apart in fucking 2 years. What a fucking joke. What is going on here, really? We are being farmed. In essence, there is a farming going on. They're not going to let you know that there's something here that eats babies. They're eating right? You bring that up and just let people know that there's something trapped here that man, it's like they hate the humane being, the one that the human being. See, there's a non-human being and then there's the human being. Oh, the human being is a pain in the ass. It wants to feel good. That's why. It's going to start crying and it's going to want a certain thing a certain way. In fact, it wants all its autonomy. It wants to have its fullest potential. It doesn't want to be like argued with. Can't it just be heard? See, oh God, I don't like this video because I would rather be in a better place all around in my life. And I've been completely distracted from my higher octave of being able to express. I do all I can to communicate something that will protect me from being distracted and sent into disease. I've been dealing with bodily chronic pain of a lot of stuff. I don't like to acknowledge it, but only if I can acknowledge that I can make it go away when I do what I'm supposed to be doing, which is to be highly creative. You'll see me take my pain away right here in front of your face. Sometimes I think I'm going to come on here and do my usual crying or something. But no, I choose to do something that makes me feel good, and I think that other people catch on. What makes me feel good is just to hit something that makes sense of the truth or something. See, I'm a highly creative person. It's been really hard for us. It's hard in general. It's hard for us here, and I don't want to seem. You know what? Why do we have to feel like that we have to fight to like say now what to be ourselves? Like, okay, so what, man? I have a lot of I'm not a perfect person. See, this is the thing. Why do you see, this is, it needs to change, that we think that a person has to be a certain way, or are they doing a certain thing, are they doing a certain thing in order to make money? No, forget it. Stop waiting for a service. If you're a content creator, see, that's what I am. I pump it out like crazy. That's what human beings do. Human beings are to contribute when they start getting a loop feed that they have to install their brains with the truth in reality, and then they start feeding that, and they start working something. By the time, see, you can't be hindered from, see, this is the way the human being works, away from the non-human system that says, no, we know what you're supposed to learn, just file them here. That's a babysitting service. And if they were doing anything that we could use there, it would be to grow food and make sure that we're not going to starve and stuff like that. It's bad enough that Dad has to go shop for fucking watermelons at the house. Sorry, at the wherever. And the kids are staying locked up in school and not doing any gardening at all. That's a joke. And something has allowed that to happen? For how long? Do you think that's going to keep happening before you start noticing that we are being farmed here and something is creating such a mass of something like schools and schools and schools of fish? So what? Oh, not only can they be kidnapped out of there, if you want to look at the amount of people being kidnapped per nation, the amount of kids that end up missing from innocent people, but just a lot easier because there is a secret society who pays. It is said that in every modern day nation there's 5 million people who are paid well. They don't need the money, by the way. They are doing something else, non-human. They have islands over there like your Epstein people, and how that they jog around and slice each other's reputation. It's all Hollywood. It's all that shit. Yes, they are creating even your fucking staged riots and stuff to make people get all riled up and say, no, this is happening. They are trashing the place. They are paid to do that. Not even in the form of not them knowing that they're consciously doing that. Really, it's mind control. But there is a fucking inner society that they don't have to kidnap as much anymore to fuel see, more and more they're underground. They're eating the parts of humans that makes them feel what humans feel, which is the adrenaline gland. They go, this is what it's like to feel like a first responder, to feel like you are in touch with God, that you can restore your body, that you can heal. Something's stuck here, and we don't know. If all of the technological advances that they kind of hide things away, right? And it's all turned into quirky, fucking weird, it's trash. All of this civilization is trash. All that you can see. No wonder they burn it after a while. And whatever persists, until I don't know, until the end of time. I guess it's just going to be some warlords or rulers that are pretty much corralling the human organism, and like in Saudi Arabia, they are doing it. They are building like a 25-mile building that's just, it's the color of a mirror. It's a city. It's going to fucking house 50 million people or something like this. Why would you want to live there, by the way? What is that for? I don't know, babes. Be glad that if you have any of your autonomy and you can go out and notice a bird there or something, man. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing or a good thing, but it's like I don't know. I'm getting older. And I don't think I should be jacked around by people who are projecting on me about anything about who I am or what I am. I'm going through a major identity crisis. I don't need that to be preyed upon. I will probably be shifting into more of just a faded out ego. I will have no ego at all. I'm going to continue to try to expose what has been exposed to me from having just chosen love in my life. Pretty much led into this information, and if it didn't free me up and heal me, I wouldn't show it to you. And the last movie that I made The first one that I made that is very important to me, and that's why I showed you the picture and then I erase it. I need this thing to work for me better. It's because I know where I am. I know what I've tried to do here, and it's just so odd that, see, I'm trying to see, somebody did share my video, but I want it to be something that can really help people if they just caught and thought about it themselves. They thought and caught onto it themselves that we're all kind of manipulators. You know, we want to get something into us. But when it becomes very toxic and stuff, and people don't want to give to it, you need to figure out whether or not that person's in pain. You need to learn that, you know, some people go into these fires. If they went into your fire and pulled you out, will you bite them? Yes, on the way you're going to bite them. That's what dogs do, too. They're so scared, but there's somebody coming to save their life. And those people will not back down just because they're going to risk being bit. They get so rewarded by God from having just fed into something without judging it, not even afterwards when the dog just runs away and you can't be its friend, whatever. See, God, this is such a hard video because I wanted to, I don't know what I wanted to do. It's my personal life, and I'm also, I consider myself a kind of entertainer. I'm just getting older and I can't entertain people in 3D not very well. I'm just going through a hard passage. I would like to see if we can hold each other together better, away from, see, what I'm experiencing is bullshit. It's all across the board. You know, some people don't really conduct a very healthy style of communicating, and even, I don't want to say living, but yes, if it involves maintaining a toxic relationship and like chaining each other to like traditional values and stuff like that. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you're fortunate enough, you're watching it all crumble down around you. If you're unfortunate, you're being, somebody has sucked you into their traditional value or something. You're not having fun across the board, even if you're trying to get out of it. That process is a fucking traditional take you to the cleaners, right? I cannot relate with the fucking population of so-called men and women who segregate themselves in their own homes with these duties. I mean, to some extent, yes, the woman is going to be proud of her ability to do quality control with a lot of the things that we need quality control for, or we're going to fucking die. We can't just fucking string up some meat on the wall and fucking wait till the cows come home like that. I don't know. You know, it's time to respect each other. And I am too exposed to the society that doesn't have respect as men and women. Something else going on there. Sorry, I'm just practicing now. Now, how do I make this appear so that we're both in it? See, I'm a channeler, and see, now what I'm trying to bring it up is that, look at the language that they use on Facebook. They want you to be friends. See, I just told you, as a Venus and Virgo, I don't think it makes sense to work for anybody else but your friends. And they must like you. Now, I'm coming up with something, and I'm very exhausted, and I'm trying to work through this exhaustion of battling the third dimensional fucking reality of, please help me with my communications bill. I want people that appreciate some of the content that I'm putting up, and also buy me a coffee. See, here's what I want to talk about. Think about this. Think about it. If content creators were here, they have 500 to 20,000 people, even more, 250,000 people. Don't you think that there should be a system that all of a sudden it says, everybody here, you know what we have to do? We just have to send $1 to my pit. And then see, what they do is they take what they need out of it and they have to give the rest away. Give the rest away. Now, how would that work? See, those people are already making money. They need to make a pit out of themselves. Say, I have enough, but now can we help so-and-so over there? How can we make this work? See, you can make it personally yours. I'm about to do that, but I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted. I'm also suffering radiation, and I'm being blinded by the cell phone. It's killing us. But I'm trying to make it seriously something that, okay, so now what I need to do, if I can remain quiet enough and meditate enough, this is the way you use it. But I want to do it so that it benefits the entire global population. There are two types of people to be found here on this plane, and one of them doesn't have their constitutions written out yet. They don't have even the material to work with. They're all being disfranchised. They're being fooled. If the human side had their own constitutional rights together, there would be two different things that we would see here. The thing is that the non-human faction that doesn't seem to know how to roll a golf ball through a gutter if their life depended on it, you would see that they are fostering up things, a lifestyle, and they're sucking in the potential here to be human. They are just using it up. It's it's doing that because I refuse to believe that they have made a separate club and then they made money and said, now let's just take over the other side that really thinks that they're cool. No. They have been, something systematically ruined their possibilities of a lot of things. And I say it's that they have killed all of the women who were practicing not only birth control. There's two things. You want to make sex safe. The woman has a profound responsibility to do that. Her sexuality is all that she has. What I mean is it's for her organism. The language is here already, by the way. They call the human being, well, just the potential of it, they call it an organism. Pardon me. I'm so excited I get to tell you the instructions that come into the word organism. In case you guys really wanted to know the real science here, we're just human beings. We are to hold on to our intellectual property the same way that they ask you if you're a robot and to figure out what's there, like point at the certain thing. If you're a human being, you'll get this. Because nobody knows what an organism is, right? But this is to take care of your organism in case you're a woman. You have a profound responsibility because as a woman, whoops, sorry, you wish you could do this. As a woman, see, out of men and women, only women have children here, not men. The R says reverse, baby. Find out what's really going on here. It's just gibberish otherwise. Nothing good for anybody, really. Like, blah, blah, blah. Really? I'm supposed to understand what blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'm going to go take care of my blah, blah, blah. But now we're going to figure out what's in the word, your organism. Well, so you want to keep the R down, the Y down, because you can't really get that personal with the Y. The Y is actually two there. It's saying that there's two men here, and it's called you. Everybody has to be called you, by the way. But now we're looking at the capital letters. What's in the capital letters? What's real is our. There is nobody separate here. Thank you very much. Now we have an organism. Or Gan. Now, did you know? I mean, look at this, babes. I was trying to tell you about the already here organization. We'll get to it soon. I have like 2,000 videos. And this is the cure to your narcissism also. Get out of Babylon. I'm sorry about you women. That you haven't honored your organism. Put this in lowercase because we're looking for birds in the word now. What's in uppercase is your birds. In case you want to let your authorities know. Babes, we see birds here, by the way. That's all that's here. For us, you sounds like this. You don't have to get too complicated. Us. So I won't say us. You want to get your language right. A lot of people don't like this, but you have to just admit. You are. I need thicker markers, by the way. Don't give up on me. Please send me a coffee, some money, anybody, please. I'll go get thicker markers. Unless you do like watching me draw this. I would like watching me draw this. Organ. It's okay to put the I there because what if that's involved? It should be. Now, see, ism is an interesting suffix. Ism. It just says that, it's kind of is. You want to just pay attention to the is. But now, what's in the capital letters, kids? The key is to feel good. For the I'm not going crazy here. Look, there's calm on C. Now, there's something communicating. And I already showed you in the beginning, or in this other film that I'm going to put up, what's communicating here that's already here. They call it verses. Verse. That's communications. See, it's profound. The video that I'm going to put up that I've edited, not too much, but I just left it opening up at the lesson. It's just shocking what more that it reveals to me. There is a science that I'm pointing at here. The way that and I'll keep explaining it because I've been studying this now. I've been under quarantined to bring this to you. Basically, I'm chosen. There's a reason why I'm completely isolated. I try to deal with the pain that it is to be completely alone, and having lost my identity completely. I don't get a reflection from people out there. What I'm getting is a very bad trip. Really, it's like no, please. I don't need to argue with you. I don't need this misunderstanding at all. No. See, give me time and I'll explain to you why this is going to work for us. Come on, you wish you found this. I couldn't believe it when I found this. Whoops, sorry. See, this is not a capital I. It's a lowercase I. Even though really the lowercase I actually has an uppercase I in it. It's trying to show you that the I is on. But you don't really see that here, and see that's why I'm not going to put it. It's not what I intend it to be, really. I want it to be lowercase. I want it to just not stick out because we're doing birds and words. But the truth is that can you see it? Can you see the instructions there, babes? I've met too many women that are disconnected, and it's like, and you had kids like that, babes. Those kids didn't turn out very well. I hate to tell you, I'm telling you this, that there's a better potential if you go by feeling and you have to turn your body on. It's really complicating. See, I'm sorry. So anyway, I kind of flew off the handle with this, but no, do you see that in this word right here, the sheep, there's he, she. Now here's a trippy thing, because if you don't like them, then do you like the shepherds? Because they're here too, look. Small letter S, large letter H. Because it's hard to know what a shepherd is. He. Hate to confuse you all. How confusing has it been for you all? He. Hers. That's all that's here, ladies and gentlemen. Did I just say here? Great. You'll see me do some weird stuff because I'm beginning to see in reverse the whole trash that's here. You're looking at trash, by the way, when you see all lowercases. All of civilizations that have been built on pure lowercase English literature can be burned by intergalactic rule. For one, it's not pointing at the laws of physics, that it's not even a real indication that a civilization is they're doing intellectual property of what? Libraries? Libraries? Libraries. Libraries. Babes, we are in the second dimension here. It's Earth. There's outer space, the third dimension. And then you have the first dimension, which is your mind. So anyway, watch this video and this video. I don't know what the hell it is. There was one video I wanted to put, but I know what other one I wanted to put, but I forgot about the other one. Thanks for hanging in here, babes. We are about to try to turn this mother out. You have to figure out how to be more interactive. Share it. Share it around. Say, look, this person thinks that they found a way to decode the lowercase, as they say that maybe this is the key, especially when you're using it on Facebook and anywhere. See, I bet you anything you could agree with this much, that you never typed so much in your life until you got on that fucking Facebook or social media. Now, the moment that you start using, at the very least, and I say at the very least do this, but really you can do birds and words, but just show them that you know that you're human here and that you have an upper spectrum that has been stolen from you by just keeping your vowels capitalized. You can participate in your own imagination and getting completely healed and restored if you choose to do all of the spectrums. You have to be willing to understand something a lot more deeper than what you're fed, and you're just being lazy to just you're imagining. You're not bothering to even use your imagination at all. See, only human beings have healthy imaginations because they have bothered to locate reality, and the truth is therein. That's their experience, and that's what they work from. This points at it. Orgasm. Remember fucking George Orwell, where he fucking says, and then the orgasm will be abolished. There will be nothing but a big black boot stomping in your face forever. Don't let it happen.